Good morning, beloved friend. As you rise this July 28th, take a deep breath and let this sacred time become your sanctuary. God is already near, ready to walk with you, speak to you, and strengthen you. Let His word be your guide, and His presence be your peace. Blessed are those whose strength is in you, whose hearts are set on pilgrimage. Psalm 84 verse 5. This verse doesn't just speak of strength, it speaks of where strength comes from. And it reminds us of how we walk through life, not as tourists looking for comfort, but as pilgrims pursuing the heart of God. To be a pilgrim is to live with intention. It means waking up each day not for survival alone, but with a heart that says, "Lord, lead me." It's a quiet resolve to walk the long road, not because it's easy, but because He's worth it. Psalm 84 speaks of those who find their strength not in their own plans, accomplishments, or the approval of others, but in God alone. It tells us that the ones who are truly blessed aren't necessarily the most put together or the most confident. They are the ones whose hearts are set on the journey with Him. And what does that journey look like? It's rarely straight. Sometimes it's steep. Often it feels lonely. There are dry places, valleys that seem lifeless and barren. But here's the beautiful promise of this psalm. As they pass through the valley of Baca, they make it a place of springs. Psalm 84:6. The valley of Baca was a dry, weeping place, and yet those who trust in God, those whose hearts are set on pilgrimage, find renewal there. They dig wells. They draw from grace. They keep going, not because the road is easy, but because God walks with them in it. So if today you feel tired from the journey, if you've been walking uphill for a long time, if you're in a place that looks more like wilderness than promised land, be encouraged. Your steps are not in vain. God does not wait for you at the finish line. He walks beside you now. His strength is yours not only at the mountaintop, but in the middle of the path, in the messy middle where so much of life happens. Pilgrimage means you don't have to have it all figured out. Pilgrimage means it's okay if your pace is slow. Pilgrimage means every step taken in trust is sacred. So let this verse settle into your heart today. Blessed are those whose strength is in you. You may feel weak, but you are blessed. You may feel unsure, but your heart is still moving toward Him. You may not know the destination, but you are not alone on the way. Let your heart be set today, not on perfection, not on control, but on the quiet journey with God. Let each moment be part of the walk. Let each breath be a whisper of surrender. Let each step, no matter how small, be made in His strength. This is the journey, this is the blessing, and this is your invitation to keep walking with Him today. Friend, maybe this morning you woke up feeling a little behind, a little tired, a little unsure of how to keep going. Maybe you're carrying a decision that feels too heavy, or perhaps you're quietly wrestling with questions you haven't spoken aloud. Questions about your future, your worth, or your next step. There's this quiet pressure we all feel sometimes, to have things figured out, to stay ahead, to push through, even when our souls are exhausted. We live in a world that praises hustle and celebrates independence. Strength in the eyes of the world is often measured by self-sufficiency, by how much you can carry on your own. But Psalm 84 gently turns that definition upside down. Blessed are those whose strength is in the Lord. In other words, the blessing doesn't come from how strong you are, but from where you place your strength. The blessing is not for the one who has it all together, it's for the one who knows they don't and chooses to lean on God anyway. You don't have to manufacture strength you don't have. You don't have to fake courage just to get through the day. You're not behind if you're leaning on God for every step. Friend, dependence on God is not weakness, it's worship. It's an act of trust. And God does not bless perfection, He blesses dependence. He blesses the one who says, Lord, I don't have all the answers, but I choose to follow you anyway. And when the verse says, whose hearts are set on pilgrimage, it reminds us that the journey we're on is not about rushing to some spiritual destination or proving our worth through religious effort. No, this pilgrimage is a long walk with Jesus, a steady, sacred rhythm of walking with the one who already knows the way. This pilgrimage means there will be valleys, and some of them will feel dry and hard, but God promises to meet you even there. In fact, the very next verse, Psalm 84 verse 6, says, as they pass through the valley of Baca, they make it a place of springs. That dry valley becomes a place of refreshment when walked with God. You don't need a map, just a heart willing to trust. You don't need speed, just a step of faith. You don't need the answers, just the assurance that the Lord walks beside you. Maybe today your heart is weary from waiting. Maybe the road you're on feels longer than expected. But even in that, especially in that, God is near. You are still on the path. You haven't missed your moment. You haven't wandered too far. God sees the courage it takes to keep going when no one else notices. He sees your quiet surrender when you feel unseen. He sees your tears, your doubts, your whispered prayers, and He treasures everyone. So if today you feel like the valley is too deep or the road is too long, pause, breathe, and remember, your strength is not in yourself. It's in the one who never grows weary. It's in the one who walks beside you with mercy in His eyes and strength in His hands. You're not walking alone. You're not walking forgotten. You're not walking without purpose. Every step of this journey matters because it's not just about where you're going. It's about who you're walking with. So let go of the pressure to have it all figured out. Let go of the guilt that whispers you should be further along. Let go of the fear that says you're not enough. Because God isn't asking for your perfect plan. He's asking for your open heart. He's not waiting for you to arrive. He's walking with you in the middle. Take heart, beloved pilgrim. There is strength for today. There is mercy for this step. There is grace for the journey. And there is a God who blesses every moment you choose to walk with Him, even when it's hard. Let us pray. Gracious and loving Father, thank You for this sacred new morning. Before the sun fully brightens the sky, before the busyness of the day crowds in, I pause. I still my heart. I take a breath and turn toward You. You are the God who meets me in the stillness, the one who doesn't demand perfection, but welcomes honesty. You invite me not to perform, but to rest in Your presence. And so I come, not with polished words, but with an open spirit, asking You to lead me gently into this day. Lord, sometimes the weight of simply living feels heavier than I know how to carry. The to-do lists multiply, responsibilities crowd in, conversations wait to be had, emotions ripple under the surface. And yet, You are already in the details. You see the things I haven't said aloud. You understand the longings I've hidden, even from myself. You see the weariness behind the smiles, the courage it takes to get up again, the tears I've tucked away, the frustrations I've buried, the hopes I dare not speak too loudly. And still, You are not overwhelmed by me. You are tender. You are patient. You are near. So Lord, this morning I don't want to pretend I have it all together. I bring You the scattered pieces of my heart, the beautiful ones and the broken ones. I give You my schedule, my conversations, my expectations, my worries. I hand You the pen and ask You to write today's story, because when You are the author, I can trust the outcome. God, I ask You, be my strength today. When I feel stretched thin, remind me that your grace is thick. When I feel unsure, anchor me in your truth. When I feel rushed, slow my spirit with your peace. When I'm tempted to rely on my own strength, gently draw me back to you. Help me walk through today with a heart that leans into you, not away from you. Teach me how to carry my responsibilities with grace, not stress. Teach me to prioritize what matters and release what doesn't. Teach me to hear your voice in the middle of the noise. I give you my morning, Lord, the small tasks and the big ones, the conversations I expect and the ones I don't see coming. I invite you into every interaction, every text, every email, every meeting, every moment. May your presence flow through my words and my silence, my plans and my pauses. I give you my afternoon when energy fades and the temptation to strive or compare sets in. Remind me then, I am not what I produce. I am not what others think of me. I am not my performance, I am yours. I give you my evening. Let me end the day not with regret or anxiety, but with peace. Let my rest be holy. Let my heart be light. Let the worries of tomorrow stay in tomorrow. You are already there. Lord, I lift up my family and loved ones. Cover them in your protection, body, mind, and spirit. Surround them with peace wherever they are today. Guide their thoughts, guard their hearts, and draw them closer to you. I pray for the hard places in my life, relationships that feel strained, situations that feel stuck, wounds that still ache. God, you are a healer, a restorer. Nothing is too far gone for you. Breathe life where things have grown dry. Bring reconciliation where there is distance, and help me release what I can't control into your trustworthy hands. Lord, I ask for clarity today. Show me where to say yes and where to say no. Give me discernment beyond my understanding. Let your wisdom filter my decisions. Let your spirit soften my reactions. Let your peace rule over my thoughts. May I be a gentle light today in a harsh and hurried world. May I be a source of calm where there's chaos. May I be a reflection of your love, even in hidden places where no one but you sees. Help me forgive quickly. Help me speak kindly. Help me notice beauty, whether in a sunrise, a stranger's smile, or a quiet cup of coffee. Let the ordinary moments become sacred reminders that you are near. Even when I feel unseen, remind me that I am fully known by you. Even when I feel small, remind me that I matter to you. Even when I feel weary, remind me that I am carried by you. And when this day ends, Lord, let me rest not with anxiety about what I didn't do, but with gratitude for what you did in me. Thank you for walking beside me, for staying close even when I wander, for holding me steady even when the ground feels shaky, for calling me beloved, even on the days I feel unworthy. You are the God of the long road, the God of small beginnings, the God who never grows tired of me. So I rise today, not in perfection, but in your strength, not in certainty, but in your peace, not to perform, but to walk with you. In Jesus' beautiful and faithful name, amen. Beloved, as you go into this day, may your heart be set on the one who walks beside you. May you walk, not in a hurry, but in peace. May you speak, not from pressure, but from grace. May you rest, not because everything is finished, but because God is enough. When questions arise, may you remember, you don't need all the answers to keep walking. When fatigue sets in, may His strength rise within you like morning light. When the world demands more than you can give, may you remember that your value is not in what you do, but in whose you are. May your path today be lit with holy reminders that you are guided, that you are cherished, that you are never alone. And when the day is done, May your soul return to stillness, knowing this truth. Blessed are those whose strength is in the Lord. He has carried you. He is still carrying you, and He always will. Until next time, may peace go before you, grace walk beside you, and mercy follow you all your days.